On November 13th, 1971, humanity achieved something extraordinary. A small spacecraft named Mariner 9 arrived at Mars and became the first man-made object to orbit another planet. For the first time in history, we weren't just reaching for the stars, we were staying among them. Welcome to Earth Sights on This Day series, where we explore the moments that changed our understanding of the world and beyond. Today, we're traveling back to 1971, a pivotal moment in space exploration. While wars and revolutions were shaping history on Earth, far above the planet, a small robotic explorer was rewriting our cosmic story. Mariner 9's success marked the beginning of humankind's long-term relationship with Mars, one that continues to this very day with rovers, orbiters, and plans for human missions. But Mariner 9's journey wasn't easy. It faced enormous challenges, from engineering limits to a Martian storm that nearly blinded it on arrival. This is the story of how a 1,000-kilogram spacecraft helped us see another planet for the first time and changed space exploration forever. To understand Mariner 9's achievement, we have to rewind to the space race. The 1960s, when the United States and the Soviet Union were competing to prove technological and ideological superiority through space exploration. After the success of Apollo 11's moon landing in 1969, NASA turned its eyes to the next great frontier, Mars. Both superpowers wanted to be first. The Soviets had already tried, launching several Mars probes in the 1960s, but none had succeeded in returning useful data. Some failed to leave Earth orbit, others went silent in deep space. NASA's Mariner program, however, had been quietly building momentum, starting with Mariner 2. The first successful flyby of Venus in 1962, the series represented a step-by-step effort to explore the inner planets. By the end of the decade, Mariner 6 and Mariner 7 had made close passes of Mars, photographing parts of its surface and revealing a landscape of craters and mysterious dark regions. Those glimpses raised new questions. Was Mars more like the Moon, cold and lifeless? Or could it once have supported life? The only way to find out was to stay there longer. Not just a quick flyby, but a sustained mission that could map the entire planet and observe it over time. Mariner 9 launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida on May 30th, 1971. It rode into space aboard an Atlas Centaur rocket, a powerful combination that had already proven itself reliable for interplanetary missions. Weighing just under 1 metric ton, Mariner 9 wasn't large by modern standards, but it was one of the most advanced robotic explorers of its time. It carried a suite of instruments, television cameras, infrared and ultraviolet spectrometers, and sensors to measure the Martian atmosphere and surface. It even had an onboard computer, primitive by today's standards, that could make limited decisions without waiting for instructions from Earth. The spacecraft began its 6-month journey to Mars, traveling more than 400 million kilometers through deep space. Communications via radio waves take up to 20 minutes each way. That meant there was no real-time control. Everything had to be planned and programmed in advance. Mariner 9 operated mostly autonomously, adjusting its course and managing its systems as it coasted through the vast emptiness. But space is never predictable. Along the way, the mission team monitored radiation levels from solar flares and navigational drifts caused by the solar wind, streams of charged particles constantly bombarding spacecraft. Despite these challenges, Mariner 9 remained healthy. As it neared Mars in November, anticipation grew. NASA engineers and scientists were ready to make history. On November 13th, 1971, Mariner 9 fired its main engine and entered orbit around Mars, making it the first human-made object ever to do so. But the celebration was short-lived. When the spacecraft turned its cameras toward the planet, it didn't see mountains or valleys. It didn't even see the surface. Instead, Mars was completely covered in a massive dust storm. For 2 months, Mariner 9 patiently orbited Mars while the storm raged below. Gradually, as the dust settled, the cameras began to see through the haze, and what they revealed astonished the world. By the end of its mission, Mariner 9 had transmitted over 7,000 images, covering more than 80% of the Martian surface. Mars was no longer a mystery in the night sky. It was a real place with mountains, valleys, and weather. A place where nature had written its own epic story, long before humanity ever looked upward. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Earth Sights on This Day series, where we bring the defining moments of history on Earth and beyond to life. Thank you for watching, and join us next time as we continue to explore the events that shaped our planet and beyond.